Hi, and welcome to Organizational Communication. I'm Paula Haug, and I'll be your instructor this semester. Welcome to our class. A lot of our majors tell us that the organizational communication class is one of the most helpful and relevant classes they take while at Folsom Lake College. I think the class is absolutely fabulous. Unfortunately, so many of the organizations that we belong to suffer terribly from poor communication and poor organizational climate, and this is one of those classes that will teach you how to effectuate real change in an organizational environment. A lot of folks think that organizational is limited to business and workplace settings. That's largely true, but if you think about it, you belong to a whole bunch of different organizations. You belong to Folsom Lake College. You belong to this class. Many of you belong to clubs or churches, or even friend groups sometimes will function as a bit of an organization. My son's in a band, so he gets to experience organizational communication on that level. So organizations are everywhere. And sadly, most of the time, like I said, communication is very poor in those organizations. One of the things you're going to do in this class is an organizational or a communication analysis of an organization. And of the 40 people in our class, it's not unusual for all 40 papers to identify poor communication climates and poor organizational communication. Very rarely do I get a paper that's like, wow, this outfit has it going on. They've really got this thing nailed down. So it's something that we really struggle with in our culture. But as COMM folks, we have an opportunity to do something about it. And one of the things I tell my students is, hey, at the risk of sounding a bit Gandhi-like, okay, we need to be the change that we wish to see in the world. We can sit around complaining about how bad communication is and how bad corporate culture is and how bad an organizational climate is, or we can do something about it. We can model better behaviors. We can show how things can and probably should be done more effectively. One of my goals for this class is to model effective organizational communication, even in an online environment. This class is our organization, and we get to set the climate, we get to set the tone, we get to set the culture, all those kinds of things. And so my goal is to do this in a way that will inspire you to make improvements in whatever organization that you're a part of. This first week is a pretty light week. The most important thing is for you to get your hands on your textbook. It's a pretty inexpensive text. If you go with the e-text version, it's about 30 bucks on flatworldknowledge.com. And we do have a discussion board due this week. And all of our discussion boards are about interaction. If you just post something and don't respond to anybody else, that's really not a discussion, that's an assignment. So when we do discussion boards, you'll post to the discussion board and you'll respond to at least one classmate. So that is due this week. Those are the two really big things on your horizon. And again, welcome to our class. If you have any questions or concerns, please give me either a call at 608-6691, or you can email me either through Canvas or at haugp, Haugp, at flc.losrios.edu. Or if you're on campus, please stop by my office. I absolutely love meeting my online students. Also, real quick, if you haven't yet put a picture with your profile on Canvas, please do so. It's over in the account button on the very upper left corner. Please add a photo. It doesn't have to be a photo of you, but I would love for there to be a photographic symbol that I can associate with you. Anything other than that sad little gray silhouette would be fabulous. So nice to sort of kind of meet you. Welcome to the class, and have an absolutely fabulous first week of your semester. Bye-bye.